Speaking of fake news,
ma'am.
Listen.
Speaking of fake news, Miss Ma'am.
This fake news. This internet is not a real place, but it's ruining real lives. So
not ruining real life.
That's what the type of it's not ruining my life. But speaking of fake news, so y'all know we was at the Jeezy concert, right?
Having a great time.
I post one picture up and people just went on a whole shabam crazy thing, like, oh, y'all together, this, that, and I'm like, what? Saying that, like Jeezy and Sharelle is a new, like, people just the people.
You ain't see, girl, and then she went on the live the next day or like 3 days later.
People still talking about it.
Even her live talking about it was a couple. Oh my!
How are y'all gonna? First of all, that's not my type. Second of all, I respect Jeezy as a great rapper, and that's it. Don't try to put somebody on me. It's crazy, but that ain't even all of it. That's why I say the internet is crazy. So we did our videos. We posted our videos during the show or whatever. When you sit in the front row, you don't look behind you. First of all, you ain't checking behind you.
Okay.
I get messages like overload. People sending me, people calling me. They like, girl, you on this page, this, that, and the third. You trying to expose something? I said, expose who is these people? I don't know these people. It's so crazy how people just they will do the FBI, CIA, look in your picture, your video, trying to see and create their own narrative and run
who
with
was
it.
In the background?
To this day, I still don't know these
people. What did
people.
they say about them?
Basically saying I was exposing them because apparently they were not supposed to be a couple, but they was a couple. I don't know, child, but I was like, I said, I can't wait. Oh, she being messy. They was all in martini messages in her DMs.
So it was the people behind you or behind us. They were a couple.
I guess so. They were a couple. I don't know. They were together.
Married or something? She married?
I don't even know the man. I still don't know the man's name to this day. I don't know. I just know one person, and I don't want to say their name on the podcast.
Okay, so the person that you know was affiliated with that person behind you.
Yes. But what they got to do with me?
Not a damn thing.
Cause I ain't like this. Who like this? Let me look behind me and see behind the concert
before you pick up your phone and do your video.
Or who recording themselves and then looking in the back of the video to see who behind them and who in their background.
And watch your videos. Send it to me because I need to know who this is. I want to figure it out. It's in the back of my videos too. Hell.
In everybody, the people who they talking about is in everybody who sat in our section, but they singled me out saying that I'm the one that's being messy.
Because you know the person who know the person.
Yes, but I don't know them.
So you know somebody who wasn't at the concert who is affiliated with one of the people, the couple, one of the people
that was sitting like 5 rows behind us.
Not 5.
So this person contact you when they was like, girl.
No, it was blog. It hit the blogs. It hit the local blogs in Miami, and people just started messaging me and calling me like somebody died. I'm like, what's going on, girl?
But you know, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I like the internet because let Philip go outside and try to do something funny. I'm gonna find out.
Girl, they're going to tell you. They're going to be ready to tell you.
Every time.
Every time. They're going to be ready to tell you.
That Publix. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. I ain't got to check up on him no more. It's the internet is doing it for me. Thank you. So, I mean, I'm here. I'm here for the people, paying attention and,
But what other job do you have though?
But wait, since all that happened, have you let's just say the person's name is Nefertiti. I don't know. Have you talked to Nefertiti about all of that?
because that's not my problem. Because I don't know. I don't talk to Nefertiti on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
It's not like it's a close friend of mine. I still don't know who. If I call, I'm gonna be like, I don't even know the guy name. I don't know the female. I heard of her before, but I don't know her.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say? Hey girl, such and such was in my video and it hit the block. What?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Maybe I should have looked around and checked my surroundings before I posted.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
that people think
No.
you're trying to be messy though. Like,
Get the fuck out of here. Who is sitting front row seat looking behind them? Let me check my surroundings before I post.
That concert caused you all types of hell.
It did.
A little one too. Now you got a new man. You got beef with people you don't know. You messy. That's crazy.
Girl.
interesting.
That's
Let
crazy.
them tell it. I said, God, they when I tell you the people was devoted and to try, they was reaching out to my best friends. We on vacation. Girl, she is messy. Don't you? Martina was like, hold up.
Hey, first of all, not too much of my friend, tramp.
They sending paragraphs.
Yeah.
It's
Why
crazy.
people care so much? Because it's one thing to like be like, ooh, but then to like dig into it and be contacting people and writing on blogs and doing all kind of stuff.
Creating a whole fake page just to speak your
And then
piece.
creating whole narratives. Like,
and that's what we're gonna get into. Why are we so quick to believe viral narratives without the facts?
I don't know.
Juicy, salacious drama. You know, they just are bored, I think, and just need something to be entertained by, and especially if it's negative, you know.
Yeah.
I think.
Did y'all see that girl that was in the blogs because some blog had posted Nelly and Ashanti because of their new show, and the girl commented talking about how she was just sleeping with him last week or something.
I seen that
going in, and I was like, why does everyone believe it? Like it was just a random comment, and it was like,
yeah.
Why did they pick that comment out of all the ridiculous comments, and they just know for fact, like, and that's like a thing. And I'm like, damn, literally anybody can just go on there and be like, yep, I was just with Ashanti last week. That baby, my baby. Da, da, da. And they, but they,
this is even worse. So we were in Paris for a Beyonce concert. Chad was in South of France. Now, how all of a sudden we together? We together. They was running with narratives like
okay,
people.
so now that narrative isn't. It's not. It's only far-fetched because I know you and because I know the situation. But if I did not know you and I did not know the situation, I'd be like, what the hell are they both doing in France? Bitch, don't nobody go to France every day.
But do you know how far the two locations are?
These people don't know what the hell is going on.
That's why I said these people fail geography. Because, I mean, how you gonna get the south of France where he at, and I'm up here in Paris, over here in Paris? Like, what? It don't even make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, they together. She running behind him. She trying to stay close to him. I mean, I do have a child by him, and his daughters are their sisters. So if they want to come around me, they can. Like, people just create narrative. What, I'm supposed to just cut off all ties, let her stop talking to her sisters?
You can't do that on the internet. You can't do nothing. Don't post it.
Okay, I'm just about to delete everything. Like, dang, can we be like Becky and John and have a great co-parenting relationship?
Who is Becky and John?
White people, they always have good they get along good. The white people don't have these problems. It's always us. Like, we always have to, it's always something. Oh, she still want him because she communicating with him. Well, damn, it was my fiance. We do got a child together. Why can't we communicate? Why can't we have a great co-parenting relationship?
Because people want y'all to be miserable. That's why. And they want to make a story out of it. You know, they just bored. I think they don't have enough going on in their lives. So,
yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's crazy. Like, We should practice. Okay, they broke up. It's okay. They should be happy. Dang, they still get along. They're still good. They have a great co-parenting. But no, it's always negative things. And we got to get better. We have to practice showing positivity and it's okay to co-parent. And not beef with each other.
I saw this post earlier today. I want to read it. It says, "The shade room is a toxic cesspool that has done more damage to Black community than traditional media ever could. It has taught a whole generation to normalize disrespect, misogyny, and public humiliation, and then repackaged it as entertainment and news for traffic clicks and views." And I think that is true. It's like, in the beginning, it was like, oh, you made the shade room. You on the shade room. It was like kind of like everybody wanted to be on the shade room. Like it was a thing. But now I'm like terrified. I don't ever want to be on the shade room. Like, I don't want to be like, listen, ever, because it's always going to, even if you're on there for something positive, there's always going to be some group of people that are going in on you. They're going to nitpick at it. They're going to lie. They're going to just find something wrong with you or whatever you're doing and just make a whole narrative, create a whole narrative. And then you got people commenting on that and commenting on that. And it just turns into this whole like negative thing. So, these blogs, I really feel like they should do a better job. They hold so much weight. They have more responsibility now, and their platform is so huge. I really feel like they need to do better at, the content that they put out, because it's really changed the way that I feel like Black people communicate with each other on social media.
Mm-hmm. So like a year ago, I unfollowed every blog, like every blog, and not for any real reason. I just kind of woke up one day and was just like, that's trash, which is why I don't ever know what you'd be talking about. I'm always like trying to figure out what you're talking about. I unfollowed every blog. And you know what I realized? Is that like as an adult woman, I didn't know what the hell was going on in the world. And I was fully getting my news from blogs. Yeah. And I was ashamed. I was like, oh girl. Yeah. Like, how do you not know anything that's happening? And not just in like entertainment or culture, but you don't know anything. Right. Anything. Because you unfollowed TMZ, because you unfollowed Shade Room, because and I really just unfollowed it because it was more negativity than anything. And even if it was positive, it was like nice, nasty. And it wasn't even the post that got me, it was the comments. It would just be like the overwhelming negativity towards every little thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I was on Peacock and I saw Nelly and Ashanti's show came out, right? And it looked like a cute show. And then I was on Threads and everybody's talking about it. And most people are talking about how cute it is. If I go on Instagram, the only thing that people are talking about is how he's a crap dad and he don't help her change diapers. And I'm like, depending on the platform you go on, they look like they're having fun. They look like they're laughing. Like it's, like, oh my God, they're so cute. That's great. But, the blogs are like, just Instagram, just people, just in general. It's like it's overwhelmingly negative. If you have
people's opinions on people's whole lives. And
yeah, people jump on bandwagons. They see one thing and they run with it. And now everybody is repeating what that one person said, who that comment may have went viral. Now they're going to other blogs to try to make the same comment viral. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, on TikTok, it's a whole synopsis on this one scene. I keep saying this one scene over and over and over again. Everybody has these weighted opinions about him saying, oh, I had this conversation with you, before we got married, before we had the baby. That I don't do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And everybody's going in about this one thing. And I'm like, bro, I know they filmed for months.
Right.
Why is this the hot take? Because it's probably the most negative take that you find from the entire show.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. Do y'all think is social media making people lazy thinkers?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody's, like you said, jumping on the bandwagon. They're not looking for facts. They're not critical thinking anymore. They'll read an opinion and they're like, oh, well, that sounds good. I'm gonna go over here. Or that sounds good. I'm gonna be over here today. You know, nobody's like putting facts together. Nobody's researching anything, even when it comes to like the most basic things. People are just like, whatever she's doing, I like her, I'm gonna do that. Like, it's very much just copy and paste, you know? So yeah, I do think it's making people lazy.
I think it's making people lazy, but I also feel like the algorithm is just making people extremely biased because it feeds you what you want to see. So at times, me and Andre, we would be talking about the Diddy case, and he'd be like, man, everybody's going in on Cassie. Man, everybody's saying this, everybody's saying that, everybody's saying that's what she wanted and she was complicit and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because on my algorithm, on my phone, everyone's supporting a victim. Everyone is saying like they're championing her, they're cheering for her, they're this, that, but I'm a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I would love to see, like, we look at all the same stuff, we follow all the same people, but I bet you the stuff that's being fed to him is completely different from what's being fed to me. And it's biased, and they're showing you what either you want to see or what you engage with the most. And it was crazy how we both had this perspective of like overwhelming support for opposite sides. Or just like, he's basically just a bunch of men just saying, you know what men say, oh, you can't do anything, they're going to put you in jail for this and they're going to put you in jail for that, da, da, da. And then my side is just like, oh, she's a woman, he's a beater, he's an abuser, and we were both right. That's what we were seeing. All he saw was that, and all I saw was that. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know if it's making you lazy or if it's just validating you, but not for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Just validating every thought.
How you talking about anything and then it just pops up on your phone. I don't like that. It's kind of scary.
It's very scary. You know what I like to do sometimes? Sometimes I like to think about something and I don't say it because I want to see it.
Who gonna say it?
I'm gonna see if it pops up in my phone. I swear they got running through our brains or something. I'm a conspiracy theorist, y'all.
But the thing about it, every time you say something, it's crazy. You pick up your phone and it's there. You could talk about something. I feel like it's
no, but it is a setting on the phone. They tell you they're open about it. Listen, your microphone is
definitely listening. But the way they're using the information is just kind of, I don't know. It's helpful when we need it because I be chat GPTing the hell out of my shit. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? The whole listening to everything is a little creepy.
My last question. Have y'all ever canceled somebody based on something viral, then found out it wasn't even true? Let's be real.
No.
I don't think I've canceled anybody.
I don't know that I have canceled anybody. I feel like if I did, it would take me a lot to cancel somebody because I generally don't care about other people's lives that much.
I feel like everybody did cancel R. Kelly because I feel like that was for our generation. I feel like that was the first big no, like he messed up. I feel like everybody.
Dang, we ain't listening to. Baby, I was still playing Chocolate Factory.
Want to know what's so crazy? The stuff that he was accused of when we were kids is worse than what he actually got locked up for, and nobody cared. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like everybody should have hardcore cared back then. Mm-hmm. Our older siblings, our parents, everybody should have really cared back then when there was video evidence and he was doing
he was out there. He was public, especially with a lid.
And I'm just like, like I'm very unpopular, and I don't say this to people anymore. But like prior to all this stuff happening, I would have told you that R. Kelly is hands down my favorite artist ever. I was raised on his music. I was raised on it. Like he's a musical genius to me. Obviously a very disturbed individual. Yeah. But I don't put that much weight into celebrities. Like, man, I like his music. When I sang his music, I not once ever thought about what he was doing.
What was your favorite song? Hit it one time.
Nope. Say, there you go. Shit. You think you finna trip me up and have me on here singing R. Kelly? They just trying to get me canceled.
Cancel, girl.
Well, cancel me. But no, I don't think I ever canceled him because I was not checking for him like that. I didn't think about him like that. And I wasn't just, I don't know. I wasn't
publicly.
I don't know. I just wasn't like I thought it was sad and it was wrong, but I was not one of those people with a pitchfork with the fire and you know what I mean?
And all his CDs.
Like his song come on and be like, okay, now step in the name of love. I wasn't thinking about, but I'm also, he ain't babysitting my kids. I ain't spending no time with him.
I feel like, I don't think I've canceled anybody, but that's like the only person I can think of that I feel like collectively everybody was like, oh yeah, we're on the same page, don't play his music anymore, blah, 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 blah. But we all really wanted to deep down. We all.
I think they canceled him. I had never been to a party where they didn't play a little R. Kelly.
And you meant your other side.
That's my other side. 35%.
Okay.
35%. Get it right, Sharelle.
Portia is the best.
I am.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else that was to that point as R. Kelly.
I'm trying to think who
our time. I can't think of anyone else.
Did you guys cancel Kanye?
It's so like he should definitely, I feel like he should be on the cancel list. But for some reason, I feel like I have hope for him. Like one day he's going to wake up and like apologize and go back to being old Kanye. I don't know. I just, for some reason, I'm holding a spot for him to just come back and redeem himself. I don't know.
Once Kanye got with Kim, it just went the other way. I just stopped. The old Kanye before he was in relationships, I was listening to Kanye, but then it wasn't his. I stopped, listening to Kanye way before he started going on his crazy little rants.
I still listen to his gospel album. I don't care if TikTok say he is a fake Christian. I like it.